So let it start first. Today's topic is never give up. Okay, it's a very common statement we keep hearing all day long, that never give up. But when it comes to practical application, we easily give up. We become like sad and frustrated and angry. Today in the class, something just happened. So one of the candidates, that is our Shoma, she was struggling with the connection, and her mobile was not working, laptop was not working, but she kept struggling for 1 hour, and finally it is working and she is attending the class successfully because she did not give up. She did not leave the call and said, oh, I cannot do the class. So this brings us to the topic of today, that is never give up. Nilabjo, you start speaking. You're the first speaker.
Yes, ma'am. So this very common line of our life, this very common line, never give up, is actually should be our motto of life. The line is too common to use. Very usually we use this sentence to motivate someone. Actually, the fact is one should maintain this motto. One should maintain this motto to get success and to achieve something in his life or her life. So, ma'am, never give up. This never give up attitude deals with the major problems of our life, actually. So, as I have said, that one who is conquered will enjoy the enjoy being conquered after being witness of the of losing. For example, we can,
Means you will enjoy the victory after losing.
yeah, ma'am, right. As an example, we can feel the brightness of the daytime after after witnessing the dark night. So this was my point. I have another point which I'm adding. So this is very common, and this is, I'm so proud to say this, that we have a person among this group who is so inspiring, and that is Mrs. Patra. She's older than you, and still she is seeking knowledge, and still she is preparing to achieve something. She is building his character, her personality, her characteristics, and she was a working lady. She is now a retired person, and still she is
Absolutely.
learning
Yeah,
this language.
absolutely.
So this was.
Correct. Mrs. Patra, next you. She could have easily just relaxed and okay, watching TV and serials and all right, but she is engaged
But
in
she's
computers and spoken
utilizing
English, utilizing her
her life.
time in more improvement, in more growth. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. I second your thoughts. Next, Mrs. Patra.
Thank you, Nilabju, my boy,
She's so
for your compliment.
respectful. The way she respects. Last day we were talking about that. Okay.
And I was telling about the story of Robert Bruce, which we have read in our school time. And there, Robert Bruce defeated in the war, and he has sit down near a hill. There he saw that a spider is made his uh, net, but he has failed. He had failed. He tried again and again, and at last he has done his net. He had done his net. Seeing this, Robert Bruce thought that I I also be owned in the battle. I must
I can also win the battle. I can also
I
win.
can win the battle, and I will go to the battlefield, and I must win. And he had gone, and he had won that battle. And in the fables we have seen, there are so many stories where the little insects, by the little insects, uh, uh, we have learned so many things. I have seen the ant. They had made a line in the wall. Sometimes uh, uh, I have cleaned the
Removed
wall.
the, cleaned the wall, right?
Removed it. But after some time, I have seen that they've made uh, again they
Yes.
made line, not not here, but some
Somewhere
part
else.
uh, he has done. And
Yeah.
when they taken a cockroach body, and how they have uh, joined so many ants, they joined and take that big cockroach and in their hole. These
Yes.
things I have we have seen, and so many tables in our primary level, in secondary level also, but in primary level, from insects, how we will learn these things, that not give
Correct.
up.
Correct. মাকড়সার জাল একটা বলে দিই সবাইকে আরেকবার, that is cobweb. Okay. And what Mrs. Patra said is absolutely, like, I agree with her points. We can learn so much from anything and everything, including insects also. But on our day-to-day basis, we just overlook these things. Nobody will pay any attention on, like, the ants making a line, or the spider trying to build the nest, all these things, right? But so true. Can you imagine that she's cleaning it, but they're making another line somewhere else? Again, someone wipes that off. Again. So never give up. Moving to Ranjana, she raised her hand for a long time. Yes.
Yes, my point is when you are learning something, you always make a mistake. So once you learning something new, there will be a mistake. So this learning mistakes, there is a theory, trial and error theory. Whoever read education, they knew that the Thorndike made the trial and error theory based on this topic, never give up. Because
Yes.
when he experienced with a cat or with a rat, when he put a cat and rat on a box, and there is a switch, the he the I mean the research, how he prepared the based on that. The first day, cat will when he the research doing on cat, the first day he has noticed that the first day the cat is make a mistake because
When the
her
research was done on the cat
cat
made a mistake.
mistake and the right way the cat couldn't find. The number of errors was more than the number of trial. Second trial, the number of errors is decreasing because the cat is the cat never
Was
give up.
not giving up.
Exactly. The third trial, successful. The cat without any error. The cat found her its food. The research is successful because of this
Right.
never give up. So this trial and error theory is really helpful. Suppose you are
Yes.
solving a problem. First, you will definitely make a mistake, and from this mistake we can learning something. So error is
Definitely.
important.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
error, we can't learn in smoothly. If you the path
You
will
can't
not be
learn, of course. Not only smoothly, you won't learn anything until and unless you make an
exactly.
error.
So
And
this
as human beings, you will make errors. It's very natural.
yes, we have to learn from errors. Suppose I'm giving one example. Uh, n- During invigilation duty, I made a mistake. What I made a mistake, I don't know. It was not intentionally. It was a mistake, and I have learned from this mistake. I have learned from the situation. Next time, from next duty, I won't repeat this mistake because I have
Correct.
learned. So error, and uh, it is not that I have gave up. I would never do that. But I have learned something. This is the one thing, one make one another point, that never
Okay,
give up.
after
You
some time, I will come back to you, Ranjana. Next, Shomendu said.
Yeah. So as my previous speaker said that uh, like in life, not only in your professional life, also in personal life, many situation comes and it will come in future. So you have to tackle it, and in many situations you will fail. But the thing is, you have to like bounce back.
Yes.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think that willpower is very much related with this because it takes willpower, it takes the right mindset to go further, to push your boundaries. Because if you lose at something, or if you face a defeat and if you stop there, so that will become your limit or your boundary.
Yes.
So if you want to grow in life, you have to go further, and you have to believe in this strategy of never give up. Because
Yes.
the thing, one thing is very important that I want to share, that like our school system or education system, so that punishes us to make mistakes. So here, if you any mistakes, you are stupid and you will get humiliated. But one thing is which is good is it's changing slowly. This thing is actually
Yes. Yes.
changing, because to grow in life, it is necessary to make mistakes, because you cannot learn everything just by once. Like in the first try,
Yeah, it's
you may
impractical.
not
It's absurd.
yeah,
Yes.
you may not get success, so you will fail many times.
Yes.
uh, Another famous quote is that uh, a successful person is a failure who tried once one more time. So the thing is, whatever the situation in your life, so you have to keep going
Yes.
and get to your place, because like everyone has their personal dreams, personal goals, and if you have to achieve that, you have to work hard. And
Yes.
as we know that
Yeah.
you will definitely face many failures, but you have to keep going. Just don't care
Yes.
about what people think, what the system thinks, what society thinks. Just do it for your happiness, do it for yourself.
Absolutely
And
right.
in the end of the day, if you do this, in the end of the day, no one will be happier than you.
Yeah. And when you are super happy, then society's mouth will be shut. Nobody will be harassing you. So, and it's a very common fact. You have to accept it that in the journey of life, you're bound to fall. So don't get like a heart attack, or don't be so much in shock that, oh my God, what happened? I was so successful. Suddenly there's a drop or there's a fall. You have to understand that that is what is expected. It is going to most definitely happen. And what is recommended or expected from you is you get up, as you said, bounce back. Bounce back. Yeah. Next, Shomita.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, when a baby is born, he falls down, then get up, and
Yeah.
he he doesn't think that what is going on like that. But when people grow up, they think that we should do, and they become conscious. We should do this. We should not do this, and they they actually they get fear that
Scared.
they scared they will make mistake. And in the world there is no single person that make no mistakes and do something big
Yeah, of course. Like, definitely.
like that. So I am actually
Okay, all right. Moving
going
to
in the wrong track. Yes, ma'am.
no, you're not going in the wrong track. The point is, when you are speaking, speak with confidence. And what you're speaking, I mean, it's fine. You just confidently, you just stop wherever you have to stop. But every time you do the same thing, that after saying, you say, I am bad and I am going wrong, and that is, you know what, you're just putting yourself down. If you will not say this, nobody will even understand. You are trying to like knock at the door of a person and open the door, see, I'm wrong, I'm not good enough. Like, why do you do that? Don't do that, okay? Love yourself, respect yourself, believe in yourself. Whatever you spoke, it's fine. Whatever little point, even if you have one point, say that with confidence and then you can stop, no problem. So next, Rohan and Elena, would you like to add any other point, Rohan? Never give up.
Actually, success actually is not everyone's cup of tea. It's require a lot of struggle, hard work, great amount of hard work, lot of sweat.
Yes.
So when it can on when if you do hard work and lot of struggle, after that you will achieve your success.
Yeah.
So when if you face any type of small failure, so that time you think about it,
Don't break down.
don't break down and never give up.
Correct. A very important point you have mentioned here, that about success. You are born, like a baby is born, and that baby becomes overnight a successful person. That's not reality. It's complete, like insane thing to say something like that. It's crazy, right? So in order to become successful, the journey will be difficult. So many times there will be this downfall. So you need to be really strong so that you have the guts to get up again and keep walking. You fall, you get up, you walk. You fall, you get up, you run. Without that mindset, no one can become successful. Whether it is the top level politicians or top level actors or dancers or musicians or say any artist, any industrialist, whoever the personality is, even a king or a queen, they have become successful after a strong struggle. A lot of downfalls have been there in the journey, and they could overcome all those hurdles and obstacles, and then you reach your destination. Okay, so that's life. It's not a smooth journey that you wake up in the morning and you become a princess, then you're living in a bubble, right? Next, Elena, say something.
Uh, I think the only way that you fail is when you actually give up.
Correct.
When you actually give up. Because I've seen my many friends when there is a competition in a class, there are several competitions. And one of my friend is really good at something, and I will tell her to do something to that. She will say no, because there are many students in other classes who can do more than me, and they will get the prize. Because
Ah,
they will get the prize. So that's really because you have to try, you have to give your best to do what you want to do, to
she
give
has
your
given
best.
a very, very important point. Have you understood her point? She said a very big thing, that you fail only when you give up. When you talk about failures and when you talk about success, a very important thing mentioned by a little girl, Elena, is that you actually don't fail when you fail, but you fail when you give up. Means, suppose you are walking and you fall down. This is not your failure. You can get up and keep walking again. But when you do not get up, you refuse to get up, you say that I have fallen down and that's the end of life for me. That's how you fail. So the only failure is when someone gives up. Can you understand? Correct. Anything else?
Um,
Okay. Mrs. Patra wants to say something. You want to say something? Yes. Say, say,
We
say.
have
You're on mute.
you have heard the name of Mithun Chakraborty.
Yes.
When he gone to Bombay, he was totally homeless. He stays in a motorbike.
Yeah.
And now his fame is not only India but also abroad.
Absolutely correct.
So many musicians, singers who went to the Bombay, they have
Yes.
to fight, and they have to across so many
Yeah.
hurdles. And
Yes. Absolutely. That's life. When a river is flowing, there are stones and pebbles and mountains, but the river has to keep flowing. Same for us. Life will throw challenges. There will be diseases, there will be financial crisis, there will be criticism, whatnot. But if you give up, then you fail. But if you don't give up, then you don't fail. I'll give you one more example. As you told about Mithun Chakravarti, there are all celebrities have the same story of failures and they did not give up, so they are wherever they are. Abu Jani and Sandeep Khosla, they are very big designers and they were very successful. And one of the stores, big store, caught fire and everything was burnt, big loss. Then one of the designers told the other partner that what do we do next? Then the partner replied, we will reach the zenith of success. We'll become more bigger. Whatever was our achievement, it will be increasing further. So that's the attitude. You know, so many sets burn, so many things happen, right? So anyway, that's the point. That's the conclusion, that you give up. When you give up, you actually fail. And as long as you are not giving up, you don't fail. All right. With this note, we will wrap up this discussion.